here is the starting lineup for your RMU Colonials on defense. A senior.
Welcome to Pittsburgh, everyone, in the UPMC Mario Lemieux Sports Complex for the battle at the Burgh. It's game 2 of our Saturday doubleheader. Earlier today, Northeastern University defeated Colgate in a shootout. 2-1 the final in that one, so Northeastern earns a trip to tomorrow's championship game. And right here we've got Robert Morris University hosting the top-ranked Wisconsin Badgers here at the Lemieux Sports Complex. Garrow Von Dane and Bob Kennedy with you live. A big one here tonight. The first meeting between these two since the 2017 NCAA tournament. The Badgers skated away with that victory and moved on to the Frozen Four. Robert Morris, we're excited to get another crack at the Badgers. Robert Morris comes in with a record of 10-6-2 overall. They're in first place in the CHA conference with a 5-1 record. The Badgers, the top-ranked team in the nation, are 18-1-1. They're 10-1-1 in the WCHA. And Wisconsin will go right to left across your screen, and Robert Morris will go left to right. This is a big matchup. The Wisconsin Badgers, a very good team, obviously, with that #1 ranking. They boast the top 3 scorers in the NCAAs, do the Badgers. And the Colonials have one of the top scorers in the nation in J.C. Gebhardt, 35 points for the Colonials, the senior out of Plenty, Saskatchewan. And the Badgers, with all kinds of scoring, top to bottom, they are coached by Mark Johnson, former Miracle on Ice member back in 1980, and former Pittsburgh Penguin, so a homecoming of sorts for Badger head coach Mark Johnson. The Colonials are coached by Paul Colantino in his 9th season here at RMU, and we will have the face-off between the Badgers and Colonials right after the playing of our national anthem. The RMU Pep Band with the national anthem in a packed house here in Cranberry at the Lemieux Sports Complex. Practice home of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Beautiful facility here in the Cranberry suburb outside of Pittsburgh. Garrow Von Dane and Bob Kennedy here. Been looking forward to this game for a long time. Robert Morris taking on the #1 Badgers, and Colonials have been battle tested this year. 6 of their first 18 games have come against teams ranked in the top 5 in the nation. But even this is a step up from that, Bob.
Yeah, just a different venue and a different vibe here with #1 Wisconsin, defending national champions in the building. So they got to have some butterflies, but I think once they can get rid of those butterflies after the first 5 minutes, they'll get back to playing their game. So hopefully, keep it close and see what happens.
Yeah, talking to Coach Colantino, we did earlier today, and that was one of his points, just be calm, be settled in those first few minutes, and don't make mistakes. Don't get caught in 2-on-1s the other way, and just play solid, and that brings up the confidence level, and then you're reminded that, oh yeah, we can play with these guys.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt about it, Wisconsin, they're a tough team, 10-1 in their own conference, and they play in that tough Western Conference, and Minnesota, Duluth, some good hockey teams out there. So they're battle tested, of course, and let's hope they gonna have a little bit of a night off here against the Colonials.
Badgers start with Abby Roque taking the draw against J.C. Gephardt. Roque, Watts, and Shirley up front for the Badgers, along with Bowlby and Stefan in the back. Kristen Campbell in goal for UW. And the puck comes rolling into Robert Morris Real Estate right away, and a penalty coming up. Just like that, a holding call 15 seconds into the game, and it's going against Wisconsin as the alternate is headed to the penalty box, and that is Abby Roque, the 5'7" senior from Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Yeah, Wisconsin had chipped the puck out of their zone, and it was a puck race with Gebhardt and Roque, and Roque must have got a, let's see if we can get it on the replay here. We're not going to see it, but Roque got a hook, and Colonials have a shot on the power play here.
Colonials get the power play. They are converting at a 26% rate this year. Excellent number. The Badgers, 89% on the PK. Colonials would love to get on the board first here this evening. Tap backward. Gebhardt has it, drops it off. Ooh, it's centered and it rolled past the stick of Michaela Boyle, top goal scorer for the Colonials. And LeCavalier keeps it in for RMU here on the power play. Early moments of period number one. Curlett winds up and fires, and a glove save by the netminder Kristen Campbell, the 5'9" redshirt senior from Brandon, Manitoba. 17-1-1 this year. 1.66 goals against and a .907 save percentage.
That save percentage, it's good, but it's not .938 like we saw the last game. So I think Kristen Campbell a little bit more human.
Blocker save. So clear. Now the Badgers shorthanded have the puck in Robert Morris Real Estate. It's fed behind the net. Still with it right now, Wisconsin. Maurerman with it for the Badgers, and it's slid to the right side where Stefan has it. Stefan throws one to the goal, and a save made and a score off the rebound. Darryl Watts, a shorthanded goal for Wisconsin. A minute 28 into the game, and Roque celebrating in the penalty box as the Badgers convert with a short-handed goal to open up the game.
Yeah, that shot came from the right point, and the puck just sitting there in the crease. And the Badgers were the first ones there, and I'm not sure who's going to get credit for this, but was it Watt, number 19?
I think it was Watts. Yeah. If so, that is goal.
That's what you're afraid of with this Wisconsin team. You just got to get your butterfly out before you know, these guys get on track. You hope they have a slow start, but it doesn't look like it thus far.
Badgers average over 5 goals per game on the season. Here comes Curlett, still on the power play, another 20 seconds. Emily Curlett, one of the top scoring defensemen in the nation for Robert Morris, number 5. Trying to keep it in is Gebhardt. Slides it to Curlett. The one-timer didn't get a lot on it. It was blocked in front, picked up by Bookbinder for the Badgers. And time's going to tick off on this power play, but Templeman, still with it for Robert Morris. Drop pass intercepted, though. Goal coming at 1:28 of the first. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey and an icing call against Wisconsin. And with 7:26 to go in the first, so not the start the Colonials wanted. We talked about how they wanted to get through a few minutes of even hockey. They get the power play right out of the gates, less than a minute into the game, but instead of converting, they give up a short-handed goal. And the pass back to the point bounces over the stick of Emily Harley, and the Badgers are going to get it in the Colonial zone. And Wisconsin with it in the far corner. Up to the point and around the boards and behind the net. And coming to get it now for Robert Morris is Jillian Thompson. And shot from the right point, save made. A Colonial netminder Reagan Kirk, the freshman. Well-decorated freshman, played for Team Canada's under-18 team. And the rookie getting the start here against Wisconsin, a centering pass that was slapped wide.
Did it save that, or did it go wide? Wow.
Thought it went wide. Off the stick of Abby Rock. Rock has it again here just across the line. Waits for help to arrive, spins away, throws it in front, deflected, rebound, shot, and a save made. Having to close those pads quickly was Reagan Kirk. Kirk this year 6-2 with a tie, 2.15 goals against, and a .921 save percentage. Very talented goaltender for Robert Morris.
They're going to have to manage that puck well. They can't turn it over, and they did there, and it almost cost them.
Here's Coleman throwing it wide, bringing it down the right wing. Courtney Coleman for RMU. Rolls back out of the zone. Sophie Shirley plays it ahead. Watts has defended nicely. 4 minutes gone here in the first, and it's 1-0 Badgers. The winner of this game will play Northeastern in tomorrow's championship game around 5 p.m. Third place game will start at 2. Centering pass, the one-timer, and a save made by Kirk. Sliding into the slot was Maurerman, and Kirk made the save.
Yeah, you can't. Wisconsin's opportunistic. They're feeding off the turnovers in the Colonial zone, and Kirk right now is bailing out the Colonials.
Colonials bring it up ice. J.C. Gebhardt, a Templeman shot, and a pad save off the right pad by Kristen Campbell. And that shot high off the wall, comes back down to the ice surface in neutral territory, and the Colonials corral it. And that will be an icing call. Gebhardt was trying to win the race to that puck. J.C. Gebhardt leading the Colonials in scoring with 35 points. The number 2 all-time scorer at RMU with 170. She was a freshman on that team that played Wisconsin in the NCAA tournament back in 2017.
Was Marcuzzi the only other freshman? It looks like, looking at the roster, LeCavier was a senior, but she came later.
She came from North Dakota
Yeah,
and transfer, so I think you're right, Bob. I think it was just this Gebhardt left over from that squad. Colonials had to travel to Madison, play in front of that sold-out crowd in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that had to be an intimidating place to be.
Shirley getting the feed for the Badgers, but it's offsides with 14:38 to go.
It is a 1 minute
In the first.
timeout.
Yeah, there's 2 arenas up there in Wisconsin. They had the men's arena, which of course holds about 15,000, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it was a little over 15,000.
Yeah. And then their women's has their own facility right adjacent to it.
Yeah.
And it holds probably about 3,000.
Yeah.
Intimate facility, but they fill it up for hockey. The women, they sell that place out.
You see the power of sports on a campus like in Madison with a men's basketball arena and a men's hockey arena and a women's hockey arena. How many schools have that?
Yeah, it's quite a campus up there in Wisconsin, and great institution.
The Colonials did beat the Badgers in 2009, when current Colonial assistant coach Jen Kindred scored 2 goals in that RMU win over Wisconsin. And Robert Morris 1-8 all time against the Badgers. The loser of this game will play Colgate. That was a great game earlier. Colgate and Northeastern. Northeastern winning on the shootout after a scoreless overtime. The teams were tied at 1 after 65 minutes. Centered and it went past a Badger on the back door. It was well defended. That was Caitlin Schneider. Long shot from the right point. Save made. Reagan Kirk. It's been a while since Kirk has seen game action. It was back in November. Winners were off for the holidays and finals. Had a weekend series in early December against Mercyhurst. And Ariel Desmet played in goal in both of those games. Colonial split with their arch rivals, the Lakers. Those two teams, Robert Morris and Mercyhurst, are tied for first place in the conference with 5-1 records. Non-conference weekend this weekend for everybody in the CHA, including Robert Morris here against Wisconsin out of the WCHA. Goes behind the Colonial goal. 13.5 to go, first period. Joelle Fiala trying to play it behind her own net. Winners want to avoid these sustained pressure situations by Wisconsin. Move the puck the other direction, and now they will. Maggie Burbage, top-scoring freshman for Robert Morris, brings it in, slaps one wide, glove side on Kristen Campbell, the Badger netminder. Outlet feed is chopped down by Burbage and picked back up by Watts, and it floats into RMU territory as both teams change. 1-0 Wisconsin, 7 minutes in. Steele at the line. Bowerman for Wisconsin. Snaps one to the goal, and Reagan Kirk's got it in the mitt. And Wisconsin wanting to test the young goaltender. They got the shorthanded goal a minute 28 into this contest from Darryl Watts. But since then, no scoring from either team.
Yeah, the Colonials a little bit antsy here. They need to settle down and just make plays. Don't just playing against someone else that puts the skates on the same as you. And right now, they're just trying to rush everything that extra second. And they're making mistakes. But, they just have to settle down a little bit in their game.
Badgers with the top 3 scorers in the nation, and one of them got another one on the shorthanded goal. That was Darryl Watts. Rock and Shirley, that top line has been unbelievable this year. 128 points combined for that line of Watts, Rock, and Shirley. 128 points. And that's in 20 games. Here's Gebhardt behind the net. RMU captain, it rolls around in front. Oh, a chance there for RMU, but it was slapped out of the crease by Britta Curl. The Badgers clear the zone. Great crowd here for both of these games today. Hulsick brings it in for Wisconsin, and it's broken up at the blue line. Badgers forced back to center red. It's dumped in. Kirk lets it go off a goal stick and around the wall. And what a tournament this is. These 4 big-time programs in women's hockey meeting up in Pittsburgh. First ever battle at the Burgh, hosted by the Pittsburgh Penguins. Northeastern, the 3rd-ranked team in the nation, took on Colgate earlier. Colgate was the national runner-up a year ago. Robert Morris has spent much of this year ranked in the top 10, much of the last 3 or 4 years in the top 10. The Badgers are right around number 1, 2, and 3 for a whole bunch of recent years. Badgers with it in their own zone. They're just trying to mount some pressure in the attack area. That goal for Watts was point number 50 on the year. Boyle loses her stick and rolls out to center ice. She's without one right now. Badger's shot goes wide. Might have got a piece of it with the blocker, Reagan Kirk. Lexi Templeman has it, carries it up and out. Templeman goes around Edwards, chases her own pass. Templeman sweeps it towards the net, and it'll be covered up by Campbell. Good work for Lexi Templeman. And a face-off in Wisconsin ice with 10:06 to go in the first.
Yeah, and a couple of Pittsburgh players, I think, have committed to Wisconsin recently, or Pittsburgh area players. So you see some at least one skating for the Badgers within the next couple of years. So that's good to see.
Oh, and that shot looked like it was heading in. It went just wide. Harley keeps it alive. Templeman, the top assist getter. And a centering pass, and Gebhardt trying to walk down there, but cut off by Drake. The referees will come and separate everybody from that Wisconsin goal crease. And immediate timeout here in Cranberry. Garrow, Von Dane, and Bob Kennedy, so glad you can join us for the first annual battle at the Burgh. The first game we had earlier today between Northeastern and Colgate was a whale of a game. A lot of fun to watch. If you missed that, you can catch it on YouTube. It's archived on there. And this game will be as well. And Bob and I will be here for both games again tomorrow.
Yeah, looks like Colonial's starting to establish a little bit of a forecheck here. Getting some zone time and Badger ice, so that's always a good sign. And Coach Colantino having a talk with the players right now. Trying to hit on a couple of points I'm sure he made in the pregame. But, they just got to settle down a little bit. The early shorthanded goal, but there's a lot of game left.
Wisconsin has just one loss and a tie this year. Their only loss came to Minnesota, a team that Robert Morris played a couple of tough games with on the island earlier this year. Badgers winning the national championship last year. Squeezed up against the side of the net. Good battle here behind the cage. Templeman gets knocked down. Still playing the puck now. Gebhardt has it. Gebhardt centers it. LeCavier's one-timer. Good block. Right in front of her was Britta Curl for Wisconsin. And it's shot over the glass by the Badgers. So another face-off coming in Robert Morris in Wisconsin territory.
Yeah, I think Wisconsin, I don't think they have one big star player that carries them. They're more a team-oriented. You know, everybody on their roster. Looks like we got an interference call here. And it's going to go against the Colonials off a face-off. Should be number 19, Mara Wagner is going to go. So.
Well, we get to see this Wisconsin power play unit.
Yeah, we don't want to see this Wisconsin power play. I don't think they're running at 38%.
38% power play. Incredible. Robert Morris has been a good team on the penalty kill. 84%. And we'll see how they match up here. Badgers with a 1-0 lead on a shorthanded goal. Now on the power play for interference call. And Rock has it, goes up high. Wrist shot, hit it. Badger in front, comes back up top. To Stefan guarding that center point, number 22. Down low to Rock, number 18. Right side, back to Rock, settles, shoots one. I think it got the end of the glove of Kirk, but it stays in for the Badgers. Stefan shoots one from deep, stopped by the goal stick, diving for it is Kirk, and she will cover it up. And a little pushing and shoving after the whistle, with Wason Rice protecting her goaltender. And a big save for Reagan Kirk. 1:18 to go in the power play.
Yeah, you see that Wisconsin setting up in that umbrella and moving the puck around well. But Kirk again, a big stop.
Taking the draw is Rock. Takes it up high to Stefan. Blocked by Templeman. Puck bouncing around. Can the Colonials get it clear? Thoughtful. No, it stays in. Shirley got to it first for Wisconsin. Now behind the net. It's Curl. Centered. Rock's shot is stopped by Kirk. Good puck movement by the Badgers. They go up high to Stefan. Near side, Rock corrals it again. Still 52 to go in the power play. Colonials have not gotten a clear yet. Gebhardt shadowing. Guarding, right circle, high slot, bouncing past. Templeman got to it momentarily, couldn't settle it and clear it. Rock with it behind the cage. Centers, shot. Kirk with a save. Where is it? Behind the net. Sent around the wall. Can the Colonials get it clear? And they do. And an arm is in the air, and a penalty coming up here. And it's going against Wisconsin, and Shirley climbed right into the penalty box without an argument.
26 seconds left in the Wisconsin power play. It'll go 4-on-4 for 26, and then the Colonials will be on the power play.
.732 to go in the first. Welcome, everyone, to the Battle at the Burgh, first annual edition. It's been a great start to it. Now the Northeastern and Colgate players in the stands looking on at their opponents for tomorrow. So here we go, 4-on-4 for another 10 seconds, then RMU goes on the power play. Colonials clear the zone. Now Natalie Marcuzzi getting to it for RMU. Ahead for Joelle Fiala. A couple of Badger defenders are there, and it's taken away by Nicole Lamantia. Power play for RMU. Gebhardt crossed the line. Boyle couldn't handle it. Templeman comes to get it. Loses it between the skates, and now Boyle skates away with it. Boyle to curl it. Fakes the shot. Tries to slide one towards the net. It was blocked. Another block by Curl. She's blocked a few already here today, number 17. Now LeCavalier, former North Dakota player, to Gebhardt. Gebhardt tries to move it in front. It was chipped off of her stick into the boards, and Stefan is able to slam it the length of the ice. 52 to go in the RMU power play, trailing by 1. Kayla Boyle with 13 goals and 19 points this year. The transfer from Clarkson. Here's Watts, shorthanded. Orioles took it away. As Watts was looking for number 2. Here comes Boyle, number 16. Slides it to the backhand and shoots one, and a stick save by Thompson. Or Campbell, rather. And it's held along the far wall. Kept in by RMU. Fiala settles, waits, winds up and shoots one, and a deflected shotgun on net, but a save made by Campbell. Kept in by Harley. Templeman down along the goal line. The shot is blocked, and the rebound is shot behind the net. Centered, but nobody at the right point. So it'll roll all the way back, and Harley will come to get it for RMU. Power play is over. Colonials 0 for 2. Badgers 0 for 1. Puck rolling past the Colonial goal with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first. Sent around the glass. Colonial coaching staff all on their feet, standing behind the bench. Head coach Paul Colantino in his 9th season here. Colonials have been right atop the CHA the last few years, regular season champs. 3 years in a row. Conference tournament champs in 2017. Have won the CHA conference tournament twice under Coach Colantino. He is in a 1-minute media timeout. Logan Biddle is his longtime assistant. And first-year assistant Jen Kindred coming back home to RMU, where she spent her collegiate years. Well, for Wisconsin, I don't get starstruck much in my life, Bob, but when you see somebody who played for the 1980 Miracle on Ice team, it's never dull. And Mark Johnson will always wear that hero tag in my book. And then started his professional career in a tough spot, playing with a fledgling Pittsburgh Penguins franchise in the early 80s.
Yeah, I used to love watching him play with the Penguins. He was a good NHLer too, as well as an Olympian.
He was.
And, exciting to watch. And we didn't care if the Penguins won or lost in those days. We just loved the fact that we had a team.
Yeah. We went to the games against the Flyers in those days just to see the fights in the stands.
There you go.
And Mark Johnson obviously is a pretty good coaching career as well, piling up national titles in Madison. Face off to the left. of Campbell. Badger goaltender. Shot is blocked, goes behind the net. Colonials trying to get on the board here and even this hockey game. Kurlich's pass is blocked, puck comes out of the zone. Wagner has to back up with it. Colonials clear the area. Badgers take over possession. The only goal, a shorthanded goal for Darryl Watts at 1:28 here in the first. On the near boards it comes. A lot of Wisconsin fans in the stands and, of course, plenty of Robert Morris fans. I wonder how many people in the building here, it's their first time seeing Robert Morris play hockey. Good opportunity here this weekend. Shot off the goal stick of Reagan Kirk. Put together a good first period here as the rookie. Templeman trying to get it free. The Badgers control. This is trouble right now. Colonials need to clear. Puck bounces off the end boards in front, and Marcuzzi was there to clear it away, and out it comes. 3.5 to go in the first. Templeman picks up the puck. Templeman skates in, wanted to center. It was blocked. LeCavallier's blast ping-ponged wide of the cage. Over to the far boards. Wisconsin able to get it out. Matty Posick.
Offside at the Colonial blue line was Wisconsin. So after that first goal, first 10 minutes or so, the Colonials have settled in a little bit. Got a little bit hemmed up that last shift.
Badgers retreat with the puck after the face-off. Flipped around behind the net. They'll keep the Badgers off the board here the last few minutes of the first. At the very least, go into the break with just a 1-goal deficit. Ripped high, it's gloved above the helmet by Reagan Kirk. And Kirk's had a good start to her Robert Morris career. 2.15 goals against, .921 save percentage, highly experienced with her national team experience. High it comes to Rose, shot goes wide. Campbell, the redshirt senior, 5 years of collegiate hockey. Bounced high into the air, Kirk diving for it. Where is it? It's loose, wide in the corner. She gets back into her goal crease. Badgers with it up high, send it around behind the net. Around the wall it comes. Racing to get it is Maddie Rowe. Far corner it goes. Shots right now are 16-7 in favor of Wisconsin. 16 shots on goal here in the first. Fiala, good pass to Burbage. Burbage in the zone. Burbage shoots one, and just getting a piece of it to send it wide was Tegan Grant, freshman from Ontario for the Wisconsin Badgers. Rolled in behind the net. Colonials changing. Final 2 minutes of the first. Natalie Marcuzzi ahead for Wagner. Brings it across. Laura Wagner turns and shoots one. Nice little move and shot from Wagner.
Oh, Wagner on Marcuzzi heading to the net all alone. Would have just kind of dished it off to her, but she was kind of going the other direction. And I don't think she saw her, but
Campbell with a glove save. Colonials win the draw. This shot blocked by Abby Rock behind the net. And the long feed for Rock now on the right wing. Tried to softly go into the middle. Pass was out of the reach of the intended target. Colonials move it up ice. Diffendahl. Bounces off the near glass. Diffendahl will dump it in. Colonials want to change. And then 5 skaters started to head off the ice and then said, wait a minute, we've got to leave somebody out here because here comes the puck. Watts has it. Watts goes behind the net, tries to roll out in front. Gebhardt chipped it into the corner. 48 to go in the period. Centered. Wrist shot is blocked. Getting in the way of that shot at the last moment was Mara Wagner. Out it comes. Templeman wants it. They try to get it to her, but a good step-up block by Lamantia to impede the breakaway. Boyle runs into Curl and goes down. Gebhardt has the puck, gets it to Templeman, who turns and winds it in. 20 seconds to go in the first. Boyle has it, wants to center it. And a nice block by Bowlby, who brings it up ice for Wisconsin. Grace Bowlby out of Minnesota. Sweeps it to the right side. Badgers in the final seconds. The Colonials get it out of the zone. And the remaining seconds tick off the first period clock. Good action here in the first. 16 shots for Wisconsin, 8 for Robert Morris. And the Badgers will take a 1-0 lead into the first intermission. A shorthanded goal for Darrell Watts at 1:28 of the first, or 19th of the year. And that's 1-0 Badgers here in the battle at the Burgh. First intermission entertainment coming your way straight ahead. Bob and I will be back with a second period in just a bit.
The score after one period of play is the Wisconsin Badgers with 1 and your Robert Morris Colonials with 0. Shots on goal.
first annual Battle at the Burgh. It's game 2 of our Saturday night doubleheader. Wisconsin coming in, the top-ranked team in the nation, and Robert Morris, first place team out of the College Hockey America. It's the 10th overall meeting between these two. The Badgers have won 8 of 9. And the Colonials trailing Wisconsin 1-0 as we get ready to start period number 2. Darrell Watts from Mackenzie Steffen and Grace Bowlby. A shorthanded goal at 1:28 of the first period. That's the only scoring we got. Shots are 16-8 in favor of Wisconsin after 1. Robert Morris went 0 for 2 on the power play. Badgers 0 for 1. And here we go, second period underway. Robert Morris going right to left across your screen here from the UPMC Mario Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry, Pennsylvania, outside of Pittsburgh. Garrow Von Dane and Bob Kennedy with you here. The winner will play Northeastern in the championship game tomorrow. Pass looking for Gephardt, doesn't get there. Harley shoots one from up high, and it's kicked wide. Colonials looking to get on the board and tie this game. And make it a brand new game. The Badgers clear. Will it be an icing call? A race for the puck, and the icing whistle blows, or the Badger bench unhappy about it. 19:26 to go in the first. And one thing we have not yet mentioned today, Colonials have a brand new player in uniform today, and it's the transfer from Wisconsin, number 21, Kylie Hanslick, a redshirt sophomore who just became eligible for RMU, the 5'9" sophomore forward. And she's on that fourth line that we haven't seen much of here today between Marino and Krasowski.
Yeah, you may not see them, but there you go. New player in the lineup.
And her first game comes against her old team. Look out, here comes Curl, it shoots one, and it's blocked by Marcuzzi. Second effort for the Badgers, and it's pushed behind the net. Curl down low, and a chance right next to the goal, all alone for the moment. It's stopped, but it was Maurerman left alone next to the cage, the 5'2" senior from Wisconsin, and Reagan Kirk says no.
And I guess the Colonial men are playing up in an exhibition game tonight in Johnstown, and they're up 2-0, playing at the home of the movie Slapshot, Johnstown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I saw that. Pretty cool. You played there professionally, Bob?
Oh yeah. Fun stuff.
18:20 to go, second period. Puck bouncing around in neutral ice. LeCavier sends it back into Wisconsin territory. Badgers pick it up and head the other way. Bringing it in is Delaney Drake, the junior out of Traverse City, Michigan. A little pass. Stopped by Edwards, but bounces back into neutral territory. And now the Colonials send it into Badger ice. Moved up the wall. And shot ahead. Look out, a little bit of room here for Schneider with some speed, but Thompson blocked her shot. Jillian Thompson in good position defensively, number 3 for Robert Morris. Battle for it next to the cage. Good job by the Colonials just stacking defensemen there. Break up the attempt by Presley Norby, the senior from Minnetonka. Gephardt dumps it in deep for RMU. J.C. Gephardt averaging 1.94 points per game. That's good enough for 4th in the NCAAs. Rolling back, Robert Morris Real Estate. Back to get it is Emily Harley. Moving it forward, Diffendahl. Sends it into Wisconsin ice, and back out it comes. Harley has it bounce over her stick. Could be trouble. Shirley has a player in front. Shoots it in front, and Kirk got a piece of it to break it up. Just deflecting it enough with that goal stick, and a penalty coming up here against Steffen for Wisconsin. Got a stick into the skates of a Colonial. And that was Mara Wagner who went down. And Mackenzie Steffen, the senior out of Centerville, Minnesota, heads to the penalty box.
I just got the stick in the skates of the Colonial forward right in the neutral zone, and that's all it took. The Wisconsin bench didn't like it. Coach Johnson having a word with Holtz right now. So he doesn't like the call. You get an autograph while you're over there.
Power play for RMU. They're 0 for 2 so far. And gave up that short-handed goal in their first power play chance. And that goal here would be just big for Robert Morris. Badgers get it clear off the opening draw.
2 minutes for roughing, 3:26 of the second period. 2 minutes for roughing. Makes noise from the Horseshoe Colonials. They're on the power play.
Gebhardt brings it in. Here's the backhanded shot. And a save made by Kristen Campbell. Haven't said her name much, if at all, this period yet. First 4 minutes gone. Now RMU on the power play. LeCavier to Gebhardt. Gebhardt down low. Tried to Templeman, wanted to sweep it in front, but fanned on it. Comes high to LeCavier. Nobody on her. LeCavier just waits and looks. Sends it into the corner for Curlett. Emily Curlett is pushed up against the wall. Boyle comes in to try and help. She's hit from behind, and that'll be whistled. Boyle knocked down from behind, and an easy call for the officials. And Abby Rock, so you take off Abby Rock and Mackenzie Steffen, a top center and a top defenseman, now sit in the penalty box. And the Colonials have a 2-skater advantage for 1:10. You can't ask for much more than this if you're Robert Morris.
I got a big draw here.
Gebhardt keeps it. Templeman has it. Back to Gebhardt, and now high to LeCavier as the Colonials set up their 5-on-3 power play. Gebhardt, the one-timer by Curlett, and it was stopped by Campbell. Colonials maintained possession. Slide it to the right side, Gebhardt. Holtz goes to Curlett, who wound up and fanned on it, and that's going to give the Badgers the clear. Curlett whiffed on the shot. Not allowed Bowlby to clear it. Now it's Bookbinder. Curl on for Wisconsin. Along with Lamantia. 5-on-3 for RMU. Shot on a slapper, and it stayed out of the net somehow from Curlett. Curlett with another chance. It bangs one. It's blocked by the defenseman. It comes free. Oh, tried to get it to Boyle and went behind her. And it's kept in, though, by Curlett. 10 seconds in the 5-on-3. Fakes the shot, moves in. Shoots it, scores! Emily Curlett for Robert Morris. Ties the game at 1 on a 5-on-3 power play goal.
Unbelievable, and still 6 seconds to go in the first minor, so the Colonials will still have a 56-second power play. And the Colonials would not be denied as Curlett. I think the game plan is let Curlett shoot as much as she can. She's got that deadly shot from the point, and that time able to beat Campbell from about 40 feet.
Emily Curlett, her 10th of the year, and her 21st point that ties a season high.
And we're still working on the power play here.
The goal comes at 5:20 of the second. Clear out is saved in by Harley. Harley holds for RMU. Gives it to Burbage. Burbage now behind the net. Coleman comes high to Harley. Harley lost a handle on it. Gets it back. Gets it to Coleman. Coleman trying to race away from a Badger. Sends it around the boards behind the net. 12 seconds to go in the power play. Harley controls. Harley to Burbage. Burbage winds up and fires. It was deflected, didn't get on net. The Colonial tripped up on the play, and the Badgers clear as the final seconds roll off of the penalty to Rock. Rock comes out of the box. The Colonials tie the game on the power play goal by Emily Curlett.
A good momentum swing there for the Colonials.
Yeah, really needed to score on that opportunity. Look out, here's a 2-on-1 for Wisconsin. Curlett's back on defense. Backhanded save made by Reagan Kirk, who just calmly stayed with the play. Back out it comes. Colonials got to avoid those 2-on-1 rushes, though.
Art Johnson's on the bench saying, I've seen this before.
Sent to the near wall. Badgers around the wall. Looked like they might have had another 2-on-1 there, but it was late in a shift. Battled for on those far boards. Robert Morris territory. Ooh, and the outlet feed goes off the helmet of number 19, Darrell Watson, out of play. Here we get a look at the shot again from Curlett, getting through from deep, and she does have a heck of a shot.
Let's see where this went in. I believe it.
You see Boyle in front there.
Looked like it hit off that left goal post and in.
Boyle had her stick in the air, trying to deflect it if possible, but you get immediate timeout here. And we'll see on the football scoreboard that the Buffalo Bills blew a 16-0 second half lead and lose in overtime to the Houston Texans, 22-19. And another heartbreak for the city of Buffalo in sports. They're used to that. And here, the winner of this game will get Northeastern tomorrow at 5, and the loser gets Colgate, and neither of these two get an easy game tomorrow, because that Colgate Northeastern game was really evenly matched. And so far, we're pretty evenly matched here today. In this game, period number 2, a 1-1 game, and that one is lifted high and out of play by Steffen. And the faceoff will come back to neutral ice. Garo Von Dane, Bob Kennedy here with you live from Cranberry, Pennsylvania at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex. A couple of sheets here. Watched some youth girls hockey games here earlier today. And then that great Northeastern Colgate matchup. Our first game tomorrow, the third place matchup will be at 2 p.m. and we'll have both of those games for you here on YouTube. Harley getting the assist on the Curlett goal. And we got a 1-1 game. Badgers in front, though, and a chance there for Shirley, and it was dragged off her stick. And here's Maggie Burbage with it. And let's bring it across. And Burbage working it in for RMU. Colonials keeping it in deep. Ugh. The Badgers are going to get the call. The Colonial bench a little bit furious about the embellishment on the play. But you knew it was going to come sooner or later after Colonials got a couple of calls in a row.
Yes, now a big kill here. The Colonials able to kill the first one off. The Badgers took a penalty of their own with about 26 seconds left, and so that helped out, but now the Colonials have to go to work again here. Big clear there by Curlett.
Huge. So Burbage sits for tripping. And the Badgers bring it back in again. Let's mention it at the outset, a 38% power play for Wisconsin this year. They're 0 for 1 in the game. Colonials trying to make it 0 for 2. Boy, that shot hit a couple of things on its way to the glove of Reagan Kirk. And trying to pester things was Maurerman down low.
And this would be a huge kill here for the Colonials, especially after battling back to tie the game at 1.
Ooh, a battle in front. Kirk is down on the ice, but the puck is still loose. It comes high. Kirk able to get back to her skates. Oh, man. High it comes to Stefan, near side, and the one-timer by Watts. And I think Kirk got a piece of that one as it went high. A couple players go down up top. Power play is a minute gone, and the Colonials get the big clear. 50 seconds to go on the Wisconsin power play. Watts trying to weave it around Rice, and does, gets the shot. Where's the puck? It's on top of the net. It got over Kirk. She was trying to corral it with the stick and the glove, and it went over the shoulder. We were waiting to see where that puck was going to come down, and it came on top of the netting. And Kirk gets a hug from Curlett.
Wow. There's 36 to go now and another big clear off the face-off by the Colonials.
And Marcuse's the first skater down there for the puck, but coming out of her crease wisely was Campbell to play it ahead. Badgers back in with 18 seconds to go in the power play. And Rice. Oh, and Rice is going to get the holding call here. She had that left hand on Brett Pettit. And worked in front. The shot and a save made Kirk. And again in front there causing issues is Mauerman. And she gets into it with a couple of Colonials, Gephardt and Curlett. But the holding call is going to give the Badgers a 4-second two-skater advantage. As we get another look at it here, well, there's the shot and the save by Kirk, and then pounces on it there, and then Rice and Mauerman. And Mauerman.
So a huge draw here. Templeman's going to take it. 4 seconds left in the original minor.
Oh, the draw comes trickling across the line out of the zone.
Oh, that's a big break for the Colonials.
Out of the box comes Burbage, so now 5-on-4 though. Colonials have another power play to kill off here. And they clear it. Emily Harley. The Badgers with their controlled breakout here with 1:35 to go in the Wisconsin power play. A 1-1 game here midway through the second. Wagner has it stolen away. Was playing with the puck, and then Rock came and took it away from her. Now it goes behind the net. Shirley's got it. Tries to center it up top. Stefan shoots one on a stick save by Kirk. Stefan corrals it again at the line. Shoots one on. Good deflection, bouncing just wide by Curl. Oh, Curl getting wood on that, knocking it down. Stefan slides it across left side. Shirley behind the net. Corralled by Rock. Rock, and the pass up to the point sails all the way back to Wisconsin ice. Under a minute to go in the Badger power play. Their third of the game. Rock feeds it behind the net. Curl it around the wall. Colonials battling hard, trying to force it out of the zone, and Curlett will do just that.
Good work by the Colonials to just clear that puck out over the blue line.
Marcuzzi making herself wide, forcing that puck all the way behind the Badger goal.
Good play because LeCavier was able to get off there. She was tired, been out there the whole shift.
Ooh, a puck bouncing over the stick of Marcuzzi. She has a second shot at it here, and Thompson trying to pull it back. Look out. Here come the Badgers stepping in. A shot blocked by Curlett. 14 to go in the power play. Badgers slide it near side. Drop it back. Time running down on this PP, and it's squeezed between the pads. On the shot from Lamantia. Kirk has stood tall here tonight.
Well, this will be a huge boost if the Colonials can kill this penalty off. Back-to-back minors. Short 5-on-3. 6 seconds remain, but it's a long 6 seconds.
Curla tries to dump it free, but it's kept in by Steffen. Out of the box comes Rice, and the Colonials kill off another power play and keep it a 1-1 game as the puck will be smothered by the goaltender Campbell, who gets a little snow shower from Wason Rice. And so we take a breath. 7:29 to go in the second period, and lo and behold, Robert Morris and Wisconsin are here tied at 1, Bob. It's been another good hockey game. We've seen some great hockey today.
Unbelievable hockey here. Colonials able to shut down this Wisconsin power play. Probably one of the top power plays in the country, no doubt, at 38%. Colonials able to capitalize on a 5-on-3 of their own. So you think special teams aren't important. Wisconsin getting the shorthanded goal, and the Colonials with the 5-on-3. Power play goal by Emily Curlett. Here we are. 7:29 left. Second period. The UPMC.
Goals have been hard to come by today in both of these games, but you don't really know what to expect. You got teams that can score a lot, like these two teams, but it's been a good defensive battle. And we saw that earlier today as well in the first game.
Good goaltending at both ends in both games.
Not a lot of weaknesses in these teams that are meeting up in this tournament. All 4 teams. What a great group of hockey programs. Look out, steal behind the Colonial goal. Turning in front is Schneider. Tries to center one, and Templeman comes in to steal it away. Prevent any scoring chances. But still, Colonials would like to clear it out of the zone here. And they will do just that. And the puck rolls on its side to prevent any icing calls. And here come the Badgers. And shot into the Wisconsin bench with 6:43 to go in the second.
Yeah, good job by the Colonials there. Wisconsin forced a turnover deep in the zone, and the Colonials did a good job of collapsing down low, all the forwards, and just helping out. They knew they were in trouble, but they got all the players back, helping out defensively. So that's a good heads-up play by the Colonials.
Colonials dump it back in again, looking for their first lead of the game. Curlett trying to keep it along the wall, but it's kicked free. Badgers possible 2-on-1 here. On the right side, Green settling it down. Waits, shoots one. It was blocked by Rice. And it went high and over the glass. Colonials got to watch out. Too many of those 2-on-1s coming here for Wisconsin. So far, the Colonials have been able to survive them.
Yeah, that was a good job by Marcuse using her speed to come back and pick up the trailer on that play and forcing the player to shoot the puck, and it was blocked by the Colonial defense.
Derek Gregg with the shot out of Lethbridge, Alberta.
And Reagan Kirk again. She's certainly on her game here this afternoon. 28 shots on goal. 1 goal allowed.
Yeah, she's been great. Lamantia sends it down low along the goal line. Centering pass blocked by Curlett. Colonials doing a good job of reading those passes from Badger forwards down low. And Robert Morris will move it up ice. Mara Wagner will dump it in from the red line. And the Colonials will change all 5 skaters. Shirley almost intercepted by Burbage. Badgers send it up forward. Watts. He's going to hold your breath a little bit when that Watts Rock Shirley lines out. And it's sent behind the net.
Rock Shirley Watts.
Back behind the net. A Cavier softly around the wall, and it's moved up ice. Here comes Burbage with it again. Burbage shoots one, and a save made, and the rebound goes to Fiala. It's kept out of the goal by the defenseman getting back. Or actually, that was Stefan who blocked that second shot. Curl brings it in for Wisconsin. Shoots one, and a save made by Kirk. Sent up top, it goes off the skate of Maurerman, and the Colonials work it out of the zone. Maurerman pushes it right back in again and runs into Burbage. And here comes Curlett with it, gains the zone. Curlett shakes off a stick, dumps it into the corner and heads off. Talking about the play of goaltender Reagan Kirk today, saw Jessica Dodds in the building here tonight. 4-year starter in goal for Robert Morris, and had just an amazing career for RMU. And her last game as a collegiate was against these Badgers in that NCAA tournament game. Here's Templeman with it. Templeman works it into the corner. Also talked to Ashley Veshy, former Colonial who now coaches with the Junior Penguins, girls hockey here in Pittsburgh.
Penn's elite program up. They play out of this building.
Yep. I run into Ashley quite often around town. A Pittsburgh native. There's a shot that's blocked in front, never got to the goal. 3.5 to go. In the second period in a 1-1 game. Shot blocked by Wagner. Badgers push it behind the net. Badgers are working hard right now, trying to get back in front. Colonials would love to get it clear here and break up this little momentum switch here. The shot hit Harley and then skipped wide of the net, thankfully. Diffendahl ahead for Wagner, and the Colonials do get it out. Here comes Wagner, and softly along the boards will chase her own pass behind the net. And behind the goal line, Diffendahl comes in to help. Curlett guarding the near wall. Weiss and Rice at the other point. Diffendahl centers it, went right past Marcuzzi, and Curlett lines and fires as she's known to do, shoots it high and wide. Curlett has the goal for Robert Morris here today, and she's asking for the puck again. Falling down, but able to play the puck was Rice, but the Badgers come the other way. Curlett back on D. Rice trying to get back into the play, and the pass is wide of Shirley. The puck goes behind the Colonial net, where Curlett ties it up against the boards. 2:20 to go in the second. Shots are 29-16 in favor of Wisconsin, but goals are tied at 1 apiece. Watts for Wisconsin, Curlett for RMU. Badgers behind their own net. Up the wall, but not out. Well, it does come out. Fiala plays it back to Harley. Joel Fiala. 6 new players for Robert Morris this year. Add a 7th with the newest player that joined the team today, the transfer from Wisconsin, Kylie Hanslick. Harley tries to shoot one down low. It's blocked away before it got to the net. And here comes Britta Curl with some speed. Curls to her left, turns and shoots one, and a save made by Kirk. Harley trying to break free for RMU. Creates a little space, knocks it ahead for Templeman, and hit Lexi, and then went backwards and allows the Badgers to dump it back in again. Around the wall it comes. Edwards had it for a moment for Wisconsin. Fiala now in a war with Norby to get that puck, and Norby wins that. Norby wants to center it, and it's blocked by RMU, but not clear. Stays in, turning, weaving to the right, pulling it behind the net. Centering it. Where's the puck? It's loose. Didn't get on goal. Templeman wants to clear it. Yeah, Matty Rowe had that puck for a long time for Wisconsin and created some trouble there. Final minute of the second. It's around the wall in the Colonial zone, behind the net. Into the corner. Fought for by Caitlin Schneider. Schneider loses the puck. LeCavier gets it. And softly up ahead. I want to get a little bit more mustard on that shot and get it out of the zone here. Final seconds of the second period. Now's the time to just get it out. 12 seconds to go in the period. Now the Colonials get a handle on it, and Wagner will push it ahead. Wants to get Gebhardt on a breakaway. but it was chipped away. Gephardt was exhausted too. And the final 2 seconds will tick off the clock. The only goal in the second period belongs to Emily Curlett in the Colonials. And after 40 minutes of hockey, it's Wisconsin 1 and Robert Morris 1. It's the battle at the Burgh. Nothing decided yet here tonight. Third period coming your way in just a bit. Keep it here. Second intermission entertainment on the Colonials Hockey Network.
After 2 periods of play, it is the Wisconsin Badgers with 1 and your Robert Morris Colonials with 1. Shots on goal in the second period. Wisconsin with 14 shots. They end the period with a total of 30. Robert Morris with 8 shots. They end the period with a total of 16. Women's hockey fans, be sure to join us back here at the UPMC Levere Sports Complex tomorrow.
Well, here we go. Third period. Here at the battle at the Burgh. Wisconsin and Robert Morris tied at 1 after 40 minutes of hockey. Garrow Von Dane and Bob Kennedy with you here. Man, we saw a great game before this one. Northeastern and Colgate. Northeastern escaping with a shootout win after 65 minutes. Couldn't decide that one. 2-1 the final score in that game, and we had a 1-1 score here to start the third. The only goals for Darrell Watts, a shorthanded goal for Wisconsin, just a minute 28 into the game from Stefan and Bolby, 19th of the year for Watts. And for Curlett, 10th of the year, a power play goal and a 5-on-3 power play for RMU from Harley, and Gebhardt was given an assist as well between periods. So it's 1-1 as we start the third. The winner will take on Northeastern tomorrow at 5. The loser plays Colgate at 2. Here comes Lexi Templeman left to right. Shots on goal are 30-16 in favor of Wisconsin through 2. Badgers 0 for 3 on the power play. Robert Morris 1 for 4. Here we go in the third. Off the glass, Marcuzzi battling Rock for that puck. Rock's going to come away with it. Turns, stops, wants to center it back, and it was deflected for a moment, but it stays in for Wisconsin. They get it down low, and you know the Badgers talked about between periods is let's get out there and get that go-ahead goal quickly and get the Colonials on their heels. Robert Morris played even hockey with the Badgers here, the top-ranked team in the nation. There's the shot, it was deflected wide. Might have got a piece of it with the glove, Reagan Kirk. Wisconsin puts it behind the goal. Centered. Colonials need a clear here, and they're going to get it from Diffendahl. Diffendahl sends one off the wall to herself. Angelica Diffendahl shoots one, and a kick save off the right pad by Campbell. Diffendahl has shown that scoring touch here in the first half of the season for RMU. Minute and 45 seconds gone here in period number 3. Diffendahl, 5 goals this year for RMU. Played for that Penguins Elite program we talked about earlier in the game. Coleman puts it back in deep. We'll see how the fatigue factor works down the stretch, too. Both these teams have been off for the past month. The Badgers have gotten that fourth line out a little bit more than Robert Morris has gotten theirs out. Gebhardt will come back to get it for RMU. What a great tournament to start off 2020. I've got to thank the Pittsburgh Penguins for hosting this event here at their practice facility. Here it comes. Wisconsin Watts wanted to make a move. Thompson was having nothing to do with that. Colonials get it just out of the zone. That's going to be big here in the third. Just not allowing Badgers second chances back in their own end. When you got a chance to move it up and out, you got to do it. And preventing those odd man rushes. Badgers have had a few of those today. Reagan Kirk's come up big. Great crowd here tonight for both of these games. Should be a lot of fun again tomorrow. And Bob and I will be back for those games as well here on YouTube. Look out, another 2-on-1 rush here, but the pass for Watts was too far out of her reach. Had to chase it down into the corner. Look out, Badgers still with it. Drop it back. Send it down low. The turning, wheeling shot is blocked. Marcuzzi with the block, but couldn't get it out. Badgers keep it in. LeCavier is going to come back to get it. LeCavier for RMU. Around the wall, Burbage doesn't get it out. A chance here for Marcuzzi, and she will. Coleman tried to drag one to herself, but it was taken away by Brett Pettit. Badgers changing skaters. Colonials have a little room to skate, but they don't get it out. Badgers winning the territorial battle here, and a big save by Kirk, and the second shot comes in, and on her backside, she makes the stop.
Well, it looked like a pinball machine in there. That puck just went about 4 different directions and hit Kirk, and then finally was underneath Kirk as she covered it up for the face-off here with 15:26 to go.
The Royals back on their heels a little bit right now. They got to shift the ice surface a little bit. Oh, and a great deflection, and Kirk again the save, and another save. Here's it from the fans here.
I don't know how she made that initial stop. It was a deflection,
Schneider.
and the rebound was there, and she stayed square to the puck and got up and made the easy save on the rebound. Not an easy save, but when you're in position like that, it's easy.
Boy, Schneider, a great deflection to redirect. And somehow Kirk with a save and then followed up with a couple more. Here's Rock with room, fakes the shot, goes around right, shoots one high over the crossbar. And the first 5 minutes of this period have been in the Colonial zone. And Kirk covers one up next to the cage. With 15:01 to go in the third, but the Colonials surviving this flurry with a lot of help from their netminder, their rookie Reagan Kirk.
Emily Curlett a little bit shaken up in the corner. She's going to get to the. She's going to be okay, but she just needs a little bit of oxygen here. The Colonials have to withstand this Wisconsin onslaught here. We knew they were going to come out strong, and they have. So Colonials just have to weather the storm here a little bit.
They've done a good job too of not taking a penalty, too, with all that action back in their own end. There's Templeman. Templeman skates in, shoots. Where's the puck? It got a piece of the pad of the goaltender Campbell, and it came out. Good work by Lexi Templeman for RMU. If you're Robert Morris, that's the kind of player you're looking to score. Her, Gebhardt, or your leading goal getter, Michaela Boyle, who's been very opportunistic this year.
Harley looks like Bobby Orr out there. She went coast to coast.
Ooh, and a shot and a pad save there by Campbell. Puck through traffic. Jillian Thompson. Long feed for Diffendahl for Marcuzzi, who turns and dumps. 13 minutes and 50 seconds to go in regulation time. We're tied at 1. A weaving shot left alone to shoot was Bookbinder, the junior from Fairport, New York, sent it wide. Shots are 4-2 for Wisconsin here in the period. Girl, quick wrister and a glove saved by Kirk. Had to be quick with the glove. Shot blocked by Curlett along the goal line. Another shot, and this one's deflected high. Rowe let that one go.
That was tipped by Coleman. A couple of ill-advised turnovers by the Colonials there, and luckily Wisconsin unable to capitalize. And good time for a media timeout for the Colonials. Just kind of take a breather, get their wind back a little bit, get their composure back a little bit. Wisconsin's coming on here.
Yeah, Wisconsin's pretty much dominated this third period so far, but they have not been able to score. Well, other games, other teams that were in action today, Mercyhurst and number 4 Cornell, New Hampshire and Penn State, and RIT was hosting Sacred Heart. So all non-conference action for CHA teams. Coach Paul Colantino in his 9th season, 157 victories here at Robert Morris. And Mark Johnson in his 17th year at Wisconsin, 512 victories for the son of Badger Bob. who led the Penguins to their first ever Stanley Cup victory back in 1991.
A lot of history. Had the opportunity to interview Mark Johnson.
Yeah.
That was how many years ago, Garrett?
I'm afraid to know the answer to that. I remember it, but it's probably 10 years ago.
Epic interview.
It was.
Of course, he made it easy on me. He did a lot of the talking. I just had to sit and enjoy him talk.
He's used to answering questions.
Yep.
12:55 to go in the third. Badgers on the attack again, and a save made by Kirk. That was Watts coming down the right side. Tough angle. Harley tripped up. Nothing called. Play continues. The Badgers shoot it out of their own end. And it's no icing. We're here in Cranberry, Pennsylvania. First time the Colonials have ever played here at the Lemieux Sports Complex. We'll hope this battle at the Burgh continues after this year. It'd be great. It's been a wonderful event so far, and we're not even halfway done.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's been a success from the get-go here. And still got a whole day of hockey left tomorrow, and still got to decide who's going to play in that championship game tomorrow.
Northeastern awaiting the winner. Badgers carrying it right back in. In front of the D, it's scoring. Wisconsin takes a 2-1 lead. Quick work going coast to coast, the feed and the finish. And the Badgers, it's going to be Brett Pettit with the go-ahead goal, the junior from Kentville, Nova Scotia. And just using the speed, gets behind the D. There's the pass and the finish.
Yeah, good execution there by Wisconsin. As Colonials a little bit not confused there, but it was a good play going right in between the defense and got the return pass, a ladder play they call it, and able to execute. And good play by Wisconsin there to get the go-ahead goal.
Brett Pettit.
But again, it was a turnover deep in Wisconsin's ice. The Colonials mismanaging the puck a little bit again, and that cost them that time. Can only get away with it so much against this team.
9th of the year for Pettit. Here comes Burbage for RMU. So the Colonials find themselves behind once again. 2-1, but a lot of hockey left. 11:35 to go. That goal coming at 7:53 of the third.
Now you got to keep your composure here. You still got a lot of time. You just got to keep playing the same game and hope for a chance.
The Wisconsin goal was scored number 20, Brett Pettit, with assist number 14, Alexis Maurerman, and an assist number 17.
Assists go to Maurerman and Curl.
7:53 on the third period.
Robert Moore is going to have to find a way to scratch out another goal here. Curl it. In the point, shoots it down low. Gephardt trying to get to it. And it comes out of the zone. Thompson collects it. Throws it right back in again. Off of goaltender Campbell. Just 3 shots on goal for Robert Morris in this third period. With 10:25 to go. And that's going to be a tripping call. And it'll be Crash LeCavier is going to go off for the trip. Number 15 for Robert Morris. And now a very big penalty kill coming up for Robert Morris.
Yeah, and Biddle didn't like that call.
Assistant coach for Robert Morris, Logan Biddle. Displeased. And so, this Badger power play has been held 0 for 3 so far by this excellent Robert Morris penalty kill. They're going to have to do it again here to keep it a one-goal game in the third. 2 minutes for tripping LeCavier. Badgers trying to work it through neutral ice right now. Colonial's making it tough on them, but now they bring it in, and they will be able to set up this power play. Minute 32 to go on it. Behind the net, down to the far wall. Top it comes. Settled down. Armentia, right side, and the Colonial's able to clear. Minute 10 to go in the power play. Wisconsin, patient with their breakout. Here they come. Colonials try to break it up in neutral ice. It's pushed around Harley behind the net. Thompson trying to battle for that puck behind the cage against Rock. Rock shoots it up to the right point where Steffen corrals it. Comes to the near boards. Steffen gets it back. Loves that center point. And softly to the near side. Shirley banks it off the end board behind the net. Shirley gets it back. Looks for a gap down low. Badgers take it behind the net. 32 to go in the PP. Colonials need another big clear. Shot fanned on. Templeman trying to get to it. The puck squirts towards the net. Kirk went to cover it up. Thompson took it away. And Thompson plays it behind the net. 17 to go in the power play. One more clear ought to do it if Colonials can get it. It's centered, banked to the near corner. Colonials kept it away from their goaltender. 8 seconds to go in the power play. LeCavier standing at the glass, ready to come out of the box. Steffen slides it right side. Waiting, Steffen gets it back, and a one-timer and a pad save by Kirk off the right leg. The Colonials kill that one off. Oh, and the pass too far for LeCavier. But how about this penalty-killing unit for Robert Morris? 4 for 4.
That was a gutsy kill there.
8 minutes to go in regulation time, and now the Colonials got to get back to work offensively and try and tie this game. Colonials have the firepower. And Wisconsin's had them hemmed in here in the third. Coleman brings it across. Tries to shoot. Was blocked. But picking it up is Gebhardt. Ooh, tried to center it for Burbage, just out of her reach. Aggie Burbage goes back to Gebhardt. Gebhardt has an assist today, but it's been pretty well kept in check by Wisconsin. Badgers sling it the other way. 2-on-2 they come. And it's pulled back to the far boards by Norby. Centers it. Shot is blocked by Curlett. Letting that one go was Maurerman in the slot, but Curlett right there to block it away. 7 minutes to go. Curlett has the biscuit, moves it forward. Now Coleman takes over. And Wagner trying to push it in deep. Steffen blocked it. Marcuzzi in to help. Badgers behind their own net. The Colonials need some sustained pressure in the Badgers zone. Haven't been able to get much in the third. And they force Bowlby behind her own goal. Well, Diffendahl using that long reach in the corner, but it's chipped out to center ed. Colonials fire it right back in again. And it's still just 3 shots on goal here in the third for Robert Morris. Colonials dump it in. It was touched, so no ice. And I think caught by surprise a little bit was Matty Rowe behind the net, but Wisconsin able to move it out. And Rock will take it and feed it in. And Wisconsin under 6 minutes to go in the third. And here comes Gebhardt. Along with Boyle. Puck is behind JC. And the Badgers send it up and out. And now turning on the Jets coming down the right wing is Watts. Watts tried to shoot. It was blocked by Thompson. Thompson up the wall, and it'll go past everybody for an icing call. And we'll have a face-off in the Robert Morris zone with 5:29 to go in period number 3. The Colonials have to find a way to generate some more offense here.
Yeah, we're talking to Coach about the tempo of the game. You know, the first game, and you know, you watch this game, and Colonials have some skaters like Marcuzzi that can really move, but in this game you don't notice her because everybody on Wisconsin can just skate at that level. You know what I mean? So it kind of nullifies her. You talked about Gebhard. She has a tough time against a team like this just because they're so big and strong and fast. It's the equalizer.
Yeah, there's so much speed. When you get into these programs that are ranked 1, 2, 3 in the nation.
Yeah, they're just the speed and skill and strength and athleticism. It really shows. And the Colonials, you can see now, like even this third period, a little bit fatigued, I think, and that's playing a role in the Badgers kind of taking over the shot total. You see it's 39-19 now. So after 2 periods, we got a shot total of 30.
Here you see the go-ahead goal.
With a 30-16 after 2, so it's 9-3 this period. And,
there's that go-ahead goal. We get another look at it there as Brent Pettit.
Here's the penalty that taken by LeCavier. Again, I think that's part of a lot of fatigue, especially coming off the break here. It might not be quite in that game condition. And again, that plays into Wisconsin's strengths because they could probably not skate over the holiday and still, come in and play at this level where the
5:06 to go. In the third period, Robert Morris down 1 to the top-ranked team of the nation, the Wisconsin Badgers. Coleman moves it, shoots one, and a save made off the stick, and then it's covered up by Campbell. But good work there by Robert Morris to move the puck to the other end and get a face-off in Wisconsin territory.
Let's see if Colonials could have one last push here. 5 minutes left.
And are we going to get another media timeout here? So
didn't we just have a media timeout?
We just had a media timeout. I think everybody in the audience is saying the same thing.
Coach Colantino it's part of his strategy here. Get a little, but you see Coach Colantino has his whole team in there together, trying to rally the troops here for the last 5 minutes. Just takes one opportunity, one breakdown by Wisconsin's defense.
Here's the shot from Emily Curlett that tied the game in the second period. With 5:20 of the second, that was on a 5-on-3 power play. And we were tied going into the third. The Badgers have controlled the action here in this period. But Colonials just one shot away from potentially tying this game. It's still just under 5 minutes to go. The next game for Robert Morris on the island will be on January 17th, conference action against RIT. RIT getting a win yesterday. Non-conference action. Sacred Heart. 4:42 to go in this one. Colonials tap it out of their own zone. Gebhard trying to race to it. JC will back it up and head off for a change. And that went out of the reach of Boyle, and we're going to get an icing call.
Hockey fans, Robert Morris, Memphis, Penn State.
Well, Colonials got to find another gear in the final 4:24. .424 to go, face off to the right of Reagan Kirk. Chopped into the air, Marcuzzi's going to go get it behind the RMU goal. The loser of this game plays at 2 p.m. tomorrow, winner at 5 p.m. Shot, Kirk reaches out with a stick, gets a piece of it, sends it off the glass behind the net. Badgers get to it and keep it in deep, 4 minutes to go. Tap towards the cage, and Kirk will cover it up for another draw. With 3:56 on the game clock. Great game for the rookie Reagan Kirk.
Gebhard heading back out there, and Gebhardt's last shift was like about 30 seconds coming off that break, so he logs a lot of ice time, and her shifts are going to be short here. But
oh, and a shot from deep, and it bounced through, and it gets in, and Wisconsin gets a huge insurance goal with just 3:52 to go. Came from the far wall right off the draw. Here's we get another look at it.
a face-off win, I don't know if that hit something or just kind of like you say, it skipped through, skipped off, hit something, or just skipped off the ice and went through Kirk and into the netting.
We'll have to see who gets credit for that goal. I can't tell if it hit a Badger stick on the way in or even a Colonial stick.
Stefan took the shot. The captain, Mackenzie Stefan.
Now Wisconsin takes a 3-1 lead. Goal comes at 16:05 of period number 3. And now a lot of work for Robert Morris to do, but we can only get him one at a time. And Templeman's going to try and do just that here. Throws it down low out of the reach of Burbage. Burbage goes to get it in the far corner. You got 3:25 to work with here. Colonials down by a couple now to Wisconsin. It's backhanded out of the zone, and Rock's going to get to it. Rock with Burbage trying to get back into the play, and Rock moves in, snaps one on goal as she went around Burbage. And Reagan Kirk with the save has it in the glove with 3:11 to go. And shots are now double. It's 40-20 Wisconsin. And there's the big number, the score. 3-1 in favor of the Badgers, who are starting to feel like they're going to get out of here with the victory. Colonials have 3:08 to work with, and now you think about when do you pull the goaltender if you're RMU. No penalties here in the third. Each team had 4 power plays in the first 2 periods combined.
I think the Colonials had the 1 penalty here in the third, Garo. I'm going to correct you.
Oh, that's right.
Live
that's
on YouTube.
Right, Bobby.
Yep. Cavier. But yeah, only the 1 penalty. Colonials able to kill that off, though.
Yes, they were. They killed them all off here today. But the Badgers do have the short-handed goal. That was the opening goal. So Shirley gets the goal. Sophie Shirley, the Saskatoon product, her 19th of the year. That's the one that made it 3-1. Under 2 minutes to go here. The puck trapped in the Colonial zone. And now LeCavier trying to break free with it. And he sends it out of the zone. And yeah, this looks like fatigue is definitely taking hold of the Colonials here right now. And Gebhardt back on the ice. Moves it forward. They get it into the Badger zone, but Wisconsin has possession of it. Now Gebhardt gets it back. Snaps one to Diffendahl. Couldn't settle it down. And Gebhardt gets to it in the corner. And now the goaltender will head off as Reagan Kirk makes her way to the bench. Extra attacker comes on. Robert Morris loses possession of the puck. And the Badgers smell blood with the empty net. Colonials have it right now. Curlett will give it to Thompson. Desperation time for RMU as Gebhardt taps it into the Wisconsin zone. Around the wall it goes, but it comes right back out again. Final minute here of the third period. Curlett through neutral ice will bring it across the line. Loses an edge and goes down, but still backhands one towards the net. But it's scooped up by Stefan. And that one's shot towards the goal and a save made by Campbell. Extra attacker on with the empty net. Backhanded off the side of the cage. Around the wall, and it hit something and went over the glass. And the faceoff will stay in the Wisconsin zone with 37.6 seconds remaining.
I think the Colonials still have their timeout available, so we'll take that here and get the whiteboard out. With 37 seconds to go and a face-off in Wisconsin ice.
And another look at that go-ahead goal. Wisconsin with a 3-1 lead here with 37.6 seconds remaining. So if the Colonials do not come back, they will face a very good Colgate team tomorrow at 2 p.m. And Bob and I will have that broadcast for you right here on YouTube. And if the score holds up, Wisconsin will take on Northeastern in the championship game. And we'll see what happens here down the stretch. See if the Colonials can win this face-off and get a scoring opportunity quickly. We have the empty net, the extra attacker on, and here we go. Marcuzzi will take the draw against Rock. Colonials win the draw. Shot towards the net, bouncing puck at it. Oh, hit a few things. Hit Templeman lastly and bounced wide of the net. And softly up the wall, and out it comes. And Curlett backing up to try and get to that puck. Badgers hungry for that empty netter. Instead, Gephardt sweeps in to take the puck and dump it forward. Templeman gets there first. Templeman behind the net. Gives it up to Gephardt. Tried to pass it. Badgers intercepted that pass. And now we'll just softly up ice to neutral territory. Curlett winds up and shoots as the final seconds tick off the clock. And the Wisconsin Badgers survive a Colonial attack here. And a final score of 3-1. The top-ranked Wisconsin Badgers win it over Robert Morris. And they will play in the championship game tomorrow at 5 against Northeastern. And Robert Morris will face the Colgate Raiders in a 2 p.m. puck drop. Now these two teams will shake hands at center ice. A good battle here, Bob, and one of the things we talked about earlier off the air was no matter what happens here today, it's a good time to face these teams because, you know, the NCAAs are a possibility again this year.
Yeah, I mean,
you want to get a look at these teams right now so you know what you're headed for when you potentially get to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, and history shows it probably looks, it's a good possibility if RMU can win their bracket or win their tournament, they're going to see this same Wisconsin team. So not that makes it any easier, but at least they've seen them and know what it's all about. And you never know in a one-game tournament. So
Wisconsin got the early goal, a shorthanded goal, 1:28 into the game from Darrell Watts. But the Colonials were undeterred, fought off the Badgers, kept them off the board until the third period. Curlett tied the game in the second at 5:20 on a 5-on-3 power play goal. We were 1-1 going into the third, and then Brett Pettit at 7:53 of the third period gave Wisconsin the lead for good, and Shirley gets an insurance goal at 16:05, and that was all the Badgers would need as they win game 2 of day 1 here in the battle at the Burgh. So Northeastern and Wisconsin tomorrow at 5 for the championship, and Robert Morris will take on Colgate at 2 p.m. So join us for both of those games. If you can make it out here to Cranberry tomorrow, please do. And it'll be well worth your time. And if not, sit back on the couch, crack a couple cold ones. And Bob and I will have those broadcasts for you right here on these same airwaves. My thanks to Dylan McKenna, producing and engineering the broadcast today, my partner Bob Kennedy, and to all of you tuning in to Robert Morris Colonials hockey and the entire battle at the Burgh. I'm Garrett Von Dane saying so long from the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex. Day 1 in the books. Day 2 tomorrow. Battle at the Burgh. Join us for all that action. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.